Good morning. Coming to you from the Pequotsepos Brook Preserve, AVALONIA Land Conservancy here in Mystic, Connecticut. This is off of Maritime Drive, sort of near the seaport, Mystic Village area. More near the Mystic Village than the aquarium. I don't know why I said seaport. This is kind of a track of a preserve that links up with the Denison Pequotsepos Nature Center and the Coogan Farm and all that. We have other videos on those spots. But it's a cool piece of open space, protected land that links up a bunch of areas. I mean, you can literally go from Route 27 in Mystic to Coogan Boulevard and Mistuxet and Jerry Brown Road. That whole area of town, we could look at this on Google Maps, is protected. Real quick, show you here the brook. I don't know if Eddie's gonna go. You can see off in the distance. Oh, he's going in. Oh, good boy. He loves the water. You can see a cool little rock wall feature that spans the brook. They when creating this kind of for aesthetics, span it almost like a bridge over there. It's pretty cool. And this thing flows. Here's a rock bridge, to span across the brook. Sometimes when it's really flowing, the water will actually bubble up above through the cracks here. It's pretty cool. The purpose of this video, I want to show you guys a quarry. I'm already seeing examples of it here, these stones that have been quarried long ago to create a bridge through this wetland area. But up ahead, we're gonna get to a quarry that dates back to the Denison homestead, and we're talking 1649. It's kind of crazy. But take you guys to it quickly. And just this whole trail system here, Coogan Farm, Denison Pequotsepos Nature Center, all of it, it's all connected. And it's pretty incredible. I mean, a lot of human environment interaction from the past. Rock walls abound. They're everywhere. And it's the purpose, though, as I was saying, is to show you guys a quarry, kind of an area that long ago started to be put to work. Started to chip away at granite for building projects, to build rock walls, to build mainly for structures, in and around. Whoa, almost dropped it. In and around Mystic. So take you guys to that. And this area of the preserve does connect. I mean, if you know where West Marine is over on Coogan Boulevard, you could get into the trail system there. If you know where Mystic Seaport is, you could get into it over there at the Coogan Farm, off of Pequotsepos Road, over at the Nature Center. You could enter there. And there's neighborhoods that surround this and streets that surround this. But this is protected. And a ton of wildlife, a ton of history. I mean, the founding of our town is rooted here with the Denison family. I mean, there were others, but it's pretty cool. And I want to I've talked about quarries, at the Tri-Town videos, all those videos. But I never really gave attention to those the way I meant to as I was going through. So I want to take you to this. I'm coming up on it right now. So we're just trouncing through here. November 26th, 2020, Thanksgiving morning. Figured can't do other normal stuff, so we're gonna come out here in the woods. So here we go. we're coming up on it right now. The AVALONIA folks have kind of crafted a pathway using quarried stone, leftover quarried stone from the past. There's a big pile here of quarried stone, and we'll head on over to it here. We're gonna kind of work our way up through this little trail here and check it out. So much of the quarry is filled in with, there are a couple different examples that we'll look at, but filled in with water. But you can see all the busted up stone that long ago, you know, they were making plans for this. And so it's sort of like, think of this as like a job site. Like if you were to go to a quarry today, you know, like Tilcon, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but these big quarry operations, you know, they have, you know, like there's no trees around. It's all kind of cleared out. Big machinery, moving material, creating, come on, Eddie. Oh, creating, oh, Eddie, my goodness. My dog is a crazy boy. Creating resources to be used. So, you know, it's not exactly conservation because this is not a replenishable resource, but it is using resources and putting them to use. Take you up. We'll go up and check this out from on high and get up into it. And this is here, right here, Mystic, Connecticut. You can see all the quarried out stone over here. And so it's kind of like, it's kind of interesting to think about this. This was being used, actively being used for construction and projects. I think it would be super interesting to see where these things were used, what they were used for, kind of figure out kind of where these stones are now, because they're still around. They're being used. They're in buildings and structures, and they exist to this day. No question about it. Kind of up on the hill here, looking down into the quarry. So you otherwise wouldn't really know this is here. You could think of this whole area as like, you know, a deposit, you know, a mineral deposit put here long ago. You know, it's ledge, what we would call ledge. This wouldn't be a glacial erratic. I don't think it would anyways. But it's used. It's kind of built into the landscape. It's what this hill is. So whenever we see like changes in elevation in our area, oftentimes it's ledge. It's you know, these mineral deposits that have built up that we're using today for, or we see today examples of as, you know, in the form of our structures, buildings, things like that. So they're still around, still being part of our lives, but long ago they were harvested almost, if you will, from places like this, from these quarries, by people not using really any form of modern machinery. You know, maybe they got to the point where they were doing some blasting, but it's just a lot of hard work to quarry these stones out and move them and carry them on over to other locations to be used for building projects. So wanted to show you that example of a quarry right here in good old Mystic, Connecticut. With that, I'm gonna call it a wrap, and we actually got it done under 10 minutes. Woo! All right, see ya.